بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه الطيبين الطاهرين. My name is Ali Nasr Al-Taitah. I am from Yemen. I work as a lecturer at USIM University, University of Science La Malaysia, Faculty of Leadership and Management. Today, inshallah, I'm going to present in this conference this paper. It is a research agenda, the effectiveness of distance learning during the COVID-19 outbreak and the role of social media. Okay, first of all, I'd like to just give overview about this topic. As all of you, we know all of us that currently at the beginning of this year, 2020, there is a massive fast spread coronavirus, or they call it COVID-19 pandemic, caused a serious impact on the educational systems worldwide. Based on the report by UNESCO, the United Nations Education, Scientific and Culture Organization, done early in this year, that over 91% of the world students population affected, and almost all schools, universities, and educational organizations, and all organizations at least temporarily closed by this pandemic. So this report claimed that the UNESCO always supporting the countries, especially the poor countries, in their efforts in terms of finding alternative ways, such as encourage the education for all through remote learning. Finally, in this slide, the COVID-19, because the spreading or the fast spreading of this virus, most of the universities, schools, and the colleges, and also organizations over the globe are some adopting distance learning in order to keep students, teachers, and employees safe, and also to continue the teaching and learning process, which is very important to continue. There is a critical question sometimes come to our mind when we think about these issues or these circumstances. Are the schools or the universities, teachers, students, and even the governments ready for this change? Is a massive change. Are we ready or no? I think most of countries, I cannot see all the countries all over the world not ready already, but I think there is a gap between the developed country and developing country, and the poor countries and the rich countries. For example, if I talk now about Middle East, there is a rich country in Middle East, and they adopted all distance learning and online teaching. But on the other hand, there is some countries they cannot do that because the internet so poor, and the students and maybe teachers, they don't have the tools and devices that they can use in this in this process. So I think most or the majority, or I can say 60% of students all over the world not full or not enough ready to use e-learning and or learning. Okay. So in spite of social media, platforms become one of the most important tools, and this one we use it also in our university, and I think all universities use the internet platforms, so the people across in the globe. Okay. It is very effective tool. Of course, it's very effective and easy, but of course, it is not the same face-to-face teaching and learning, because of course, the face-to-face is more effective and more efficient than the other tools or the other ways of teaching and learning. And according to report in 2017, that most educational institutions strive to provide e-learning tools through using social media, where it works as a mechanism in keep in touch these students and the teachers and all the getting them ready through sharing knowledge. Um, the tools that we can use and that we use nowadays in delivering or to learn or to reach to what we need or what we want, if you want to read or to teach or to learn. For example, smartphone, tablets, and technical tools that help us to facilitate learning process. And there is a studies or previous studies confirm that the students not an exception of this matter, where most of the university students are heavily using the internet and social media in their daily and study life. Furthermore, this study also claimed that the students, despite their heavy use of social media, however, they still like to know more about the social media multitasks. And also, this study confirmed that the social media could negatively affect the academic performance. And also, it can be said that the social media or the internet or the technology can affect negatively even the behavior, the attitude of our students. So, these studies reported that the students female attained a higher CGPA than the male students, and that's based on that study. They said because the social media using by gender. Finally, as I told you first or earlier, that the research is proposed model. It is just research agenda. It is a complicated model which include or combine two important theory. So those theory, the researchers, is me and my colleagues, we are doing on this, or we are doing or working on this research. We need to know how the attitude of students could play a mediating role between the outcomes or the dimensions of the theories or no. These theories, it is health belief model or and the theory of planned behavior. This is very famous and popular theory used in and piece of study. This the HPM or the health belief model focus on the impacts of health beliefs and the importance of prevention behavior. But or on the other hand, the TPB or the theory of planned behavior uh, concentrate on the impact of individual attitudes, subject norms, perceived behavioral control. That's if you say or if you log to this um, slide and this model, this one, the dimensions of the first theory, PPM, and this one, the perceived behavioral control and subjective norms, the dimensions or the factors of the TPB theory. And all of this, we need to know how this affect the attitude, and can attitude play a mediating role between these dimensions and the behavioral intention of students. That's all for this presentation, and thank you so much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.